out into the jungle. Stay alert. Our patrols keep the area clear of the more dangerous beasts, but a lot of the smaller ones still infest the paths. Mostly Canucks and Malras. Deeper in the jungle there's Boma beasts, and they're a little more sport. Little pests. They'll eat anything they can fit in their mouths, so don't leave any gear and supply. They aren't very aggressive, though. Just don't get too close to them, and they'll leave you alone. Malras are aggressive, but hardly a challenge for a real warrior. They're pack hunters, though, and dangerous in numbers. We try to thin their herds pretty regularly. Bomas are tough and fiercely territorial. Whenever we drive them off, they just come back to reclaim their grazing lands. We can handle them, but they may be too much for you.
To battle.
A moment. That beast there. Do you see it? The force flows even through these simple creatures. If you empty your mind, you may be able to feel its thoughts. They aren't fully formed. Basic instincts, primal urges, every breath dominated by the needs of the moment. Good. Beasts can be easier to affect than other sentients, but you must bridge the gap between what distinguishes us and them. You feel its thoughts? Yes. Like a low rumble before the storm. Use the force to create a barrier around it, carefully and slowly. You came close, and you have the potential. With practice, but the cage around their perceptions is a fragile thing. Many things can break. You may thank me by using what you have learned. Let us go.
This shall not stop us for long. You are no match for us. weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed.
I am in need of your assistance. I'm Kumis. Zargo is not wrong in thinking me dead. We assume that any Mandalorian who does not report back within a day has been taken by the jungle. I still live. I am just in a difficult situation. A patrol was sent to look for weapon caches in this region. They found 3 sites that looked promising. Zarga told me to prove myself by taking explosives to those sites and uncovering the caches, if they exist. This was the first site. After easily dispatching some Maras, I removed my pack and began to plant my charges along this ridge. When I finished setting the charges, I looked down to see Canucks swarming all over my pack. The pests were eating everything. I killed the Canucks, but then a herd of Bomas arrived. I had no more ammo. The extra energy cells I had brought had been in my pack, so I've been up here, weaponless for 2 days. Blaster rifles don't use much energy, and their energy cells last a long time. How often have you had to change ammo? I do not need you to echo my failures to me. You must have cleared a path to the beast coming here. If you take care of the Boma beast, I can make it to safety. My blaster rifle's been useless ever since I... Your actions are worthy of a Mandalorian. Return here when you have slain the beast, and I will be able to return to camp. Don't touch that button, it'll blow up all my charges. For your help, stranger. I'm returning to the Mandalorian camp now. I won't forget this. I have only one request. Please.
A weakness is revealed. I shall make this one see. This will I shall make this one see. Let us end this. Let us end this. A weakness is revealed. A weakness revealed. This shall not stop us for long. Let us end this. This one will fall. A weakness revealed. A weakness soon we shall know.
It's dangerous for your kind. I am a Mandalorian scout. I don't go on patrol. Mandalore sent me out here personally to track a ship that landed in the area. Yeah, from what little we could pick up on sensors, it was bigger than your ship. Most likely a freighter or dropship. This one was trying to slip in quietly, and it was
was keeping its eye on emissions to a minimum. Our sensors almost didn't pick it up. Just this corpse here. Looks like a scout, and pretty green, too. The fool walked right into a group of Canucks and got torn apart. He can't have been the only one crawling around here. If there's more, we need to take them out. You up for some action? We can't let them find the camp, if that's what they're looking for. We need to track them down. There's more of these scouts in the jungle. There's many. If we split up, we should be able to find their scouts. I'm going.
What happened to Lon?
He got swarmed by those little beasts. I think they're called Canucks.
I hope this mission is worth it to the Colonel. If not... Wait, did you hear that?
That's him! Get him!
Set the staging camp up here. This jungle just never ends.
Lieutenant, 2 of our scout patrols haven't reported back.
2 more? Nothing is worth this.
More beasts!
Everyone, attack!
I found more of their scouts, but they started. I heard blaster rifle fire coming from. Surprised they wouldn't talk to you. I thought their grudge was only with Mandalorians. Find out anything useful from them? Rubin is General Vaklu's personal cat hound. If he's on your trail, you might want to steer clear of Onderon. I'm not surprised. He was probably acting on orders from Vaklu. If so, you've made some dangerous enemies. General Vaklu is the cousin of Queen Talia. He's also in charge of the Onderon military. He led the Onderon resistance when we occupied their world during the Mandalorian Wars. He was a worthy foe. Maybe more than a match for you. Mandalore needs to know about the scouts. I'll let him know your role in dealing with them. They're Onderon military, although they were trying to be secret about it. One last thing about the battle circle. Your actions have proven you worthy of facing our best in the circle. Perhaps we can face each other there. See you at camp.
I shall make this one. A weakness this shall not last long. A weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed. A weakness this shall not stop us for long. Fallen. I will silence this.
Yes. Then ask, and I will do my best.
Head out into the jungle.
This shall not stop us for long.
I'll guard your vessel then. The path to the camp.
Iridonian, if I might have a moment.
What is it, Goto?
I have spent some time in the presence of your remote, and the upgrades you have performed on him are quite adequate. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote itself.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, to be an unsightly waste. But it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you to provide me with similar upgrades.
I should be able to do something. I will see what I can do next time I have a free moment.
Ready to head back to... Follow me. If you head up... I'm impressed. Too bad you're a Jedi.
Any progress with the repairs or the... You do? I don't know how, but these pieces look in good enough shape to repair. I'll be sure to tell Mandalore how much help you've been. Mandalorians are expected to do anything they can to help, but you're a stranger, and you didn't have to help us. All right, if you say so. Again, you have my...
I was able to make it back to camp without it. Please, don't tell anyone what...
You found Kumas. He was evasive when I asked him what happened, however. We'll see if Kumas will prove warrior enough to be worth...
What do you want? Just you.
You're no Mandalorian. I don't know why Mandalore's let you... I'm Kex, the new quartermaster. If a Mandalorian needs something, they come to me. Mandalore's ordered me. It's not free, though. You can pay with credit.
Telborn said you dispatched some covert military scouts, and the gate guard said you managed to kill a Zakeg. Those are tough beasts, Jedi. You've earned some respect around. Zarga told me that you returned one of our sheep to the herd. You have gained some small prestige by helping Kumas. How many Canox did you have to kill to find those parts for Zuka? That was a tremendous help. I won't forget it. You've made quite a reputation around here. You did better than I thought you could. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow, but I'll move up the timetable and take you now. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab anything from your ship, I'd do it now. I know, it made quite a racket. Good work. That's to be expected. They don't really like it when someone... It wouldn't be much of a test if all you had to do was take a hike through the jungle, now would it? Are you ready to go to Isis yet?
The jungle, right? If you yearn for more fighting, the battle circle can the sergeant chooses who fights who, but I would eagerly fight you in the battle circle. So what are... As would I. I noticed that you killed... We're taught not to. Mandalorians want to be tested to the limits of our abilities and beyond. We admire anyone who beats us on the battlefield. Instead of hate, we study, practice, train until the next time, so we won't be beaten. Any veteran of the Mandalorian Wars respects Jedi like you. Your actions on Duxon validate this. But we aren't a simple... No, I can't. We all have...
So you are the... I am Davro, a Mandalorian warrior. Our history is one of battles and wars, but it pales to what we really thirst for. Honor in battle, but it keeps us prepared. Talk to the sergeant if you want to fight. A few. No fights to the death. Other parts of our training... There are individual rules for each fight. The warrior with greater honor determines... So, the Jedi... The battle circle is over. If you want to try and fight us on our terms, that can be arranged. You are new. No weapons, no Jedi trick. Put your weapon away, Jedi. Don't step out of the circle and step into the battle circle. Now you will experience... The match between Jedi and Davril is over. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you.
So the Jedi Order isn't... I have studied much of the Jedi since our time. This is not a battlefield, Jedi. If it were, I trust you wouldn't have... Peace is not our natural element. No. Learning, perhaps.
Here to watch your fight? As quartermaster, he has little opportunity. I will send a runner to get... The match between the Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. Here to what? You choose just fist in foot like you fight with Devlin. Tagrin chooses to fight hand to hand. The match between Jedi and Tagrin is over. The Jedi is the clear and
The Jedi has proven to be worthy of the battle circle, Sergeant. Through deeds in battle and blood on field, he may challenge the champion of today and days past.
This is a great honor, Jedi. Kelborn is one of our former champions. He has... If you choose to fight again, you will face him. Then Braylor, if you somehow beat Kelborn. Here to watch him. You have...
Swords only.
Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. Between Jedi and the Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. If you fight in the circle again this... Here to watch your fight. We know Braylor. Between Jedi and Braylor is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have defeated the most worthy of us. You walk away the champion of the battle circle this day. We will not forget your deeds, or the honor you have earned this day.
In the battle circle. Are you ready to go? I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore. All systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes, the Great Crusade. After the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor V, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor V, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will last centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters, even following them into darkness. Do you wonder where he wanders now, Mandalore? Why he betrayed you at the end, cast you down, left you broken at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. He is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path, and I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
1, 2, 3.
Mandalorians, we've got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help.
Think you were the only one with stealth generators, did you?
Over here. There are more of them.
For Mandalore!
Seems trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to Isis immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty, but there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of Isis. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world.
I hear you.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone. Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. It's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere. Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly if I were your friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse. Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business? Why not? I can see you have no crates or cargo. You're free to go. Don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for ISIS-Com.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for it.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, sir, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
This spy has been using his position as a journalist to spread lies and dissent among our people. No doubt he's been up to other treasonous activity as well.
But that's just crazy. I was a member of the Resistance. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars.
Yes, and your disloyalty now deeply sickens me. A warrant? General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave ISIS or go underground. That is classified military information. I don't have time to answer your barbed questions, off-worlder. Men, let him go. We'll be back with a court order. Then we'll take him to the barracks. And you should watch yourself. You don't want to be known for siding with people like him.
I don't know how to thank you. I'm getting out of ISIS now. Eventually they'll come back for me. After that, I have a feeling no one will hear from me again. Thank you.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open starport visa? My husband was killed by General Vaklu's troop. We have seen many wars on ISIS, and I know war is coming. I've told you our story. Please, won't you help us? My husband, he was part of the ISIS Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen and the Republic. His views weren't always popular. Over time, he became convinced that Vaklu was trying to kill Queen Talia. He tried to kill Vaklu to protect the Queen. The conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was wrong, and our life has been so difficult since then. Please, help us. No.
You have the look of someone used to adversity, a cut above the... Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. I only know of one person who might offer something comparable. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble. I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person...
In the Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special commendation for Colonel Tobin due to his brilliant command of our armada in the skies. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely have done more damage. Tobin is one of ISIS's greatest heroes and deserves recognition.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you? Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Isis.
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Isis is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city.
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago. That's a long story. Sure you have the time? Someone else who likes history, huh? All right. Isis was formed pretty much at the dawn of our civilization. It was born out of necessity. It protected us from the dangerous beasts that litter Onderon. This city is as old as our civilization. Most of our technology was invented to fortify these walls and protect us. For ages, our worst criminals were cast out of the city to an almost certain death. It wasn't completely certain, though. Some of the criminals figured out how to survive out there. They learned how to tame the native beasts. And it wasn't long before they turned their attention to Isis. About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people. It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Isis. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than thugs. Certainly. These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements. I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it. Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. Sometimes I made the mistake of answering questions honestly. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian. The politics of the day is probably the most talked about subject in the city, and everyone wants to share their particular view of what's going on. Opinions are like Gizka around here. They breed like mad. Stay out of trouble.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers and...
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. It's Jedi whose fallen brethren have brought such... Are you with me? Yes, you! It is up to each and every one of us to turn the tide, to take control... Leave here, off-worlder. My words are meant for the sons and daughters of Onderon. Your type continues to plunder our world, and...
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But I'll keep my peace. For now.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka
Da hupa, bossa curata, go jujutu yoki.
Hiata ya gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda ya itua ulu.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi. Kati mogo grabo. Drum pabana karas mangra. Kalalavadumba compaile mokata.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora.
Gavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawan. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura.
Fereki mangra dunoko herete. Jun sombo marampi no su clela sobuto. Crisocho entis.
Taracho mosincho kavavolpa muliji. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura.
Ondalal no saga. Drum pabana karas mangra.
Dovrei kun mili wos.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel. The sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself. No civilians are allowed. I'm the one in charge here, Offworlder. If you try to get past me, then you'll have the entire... There's no chance of that, Offworlder. The palace... I am Captain Bastuco. I have served loyal...
20 years would mean you were here during the Mandalorian Wars, right?
I was a soldier when the Mandalorians took our world, and I fought in the Resistance. When we drove them from Onderon, I served on the Wall for 10 years after.
You mean after the Jedi drove the Mandalorians from Onderon? The Mandalorians never gave ground to any Onderon soldier.
Such of you could be considered treason. Onderon was responsible for much of the fighting during the last days of the war. Without General Vaklu, the Republic would have fallen. General Vaklu is my superior officer, and I respect the chain of command. He kept the Resistance alive when the Mandalorians were destroying our world. The Wall is the barrier between Isis and the Onderon wilderness. For hundreds of years, we kept the city free of beasts and beast rider scum. The greatest honor for an officer is to serve on the Wall. Many aspire to the post, but few are worthy of it. I was requested to guard the sky ramp in the merchant quarter. My personal feelings on the matter are irrelevant. I received an order, and I carried it out.
Tinacara, Granacha, Ganopiso, Totorando Kan, Tarando Noshwi Wanahoto, Rakichi Sa, Donacinto Norokipa Shakani, Rakichi Sa, Donacinto Norokipa Shakani, Dakosha, Nichotono, Punta Chacorso Wama, Gotashjuna Rananashani, Visitisa Jolo, Jumkarataka, Chonobograwe, Tatia, Bah.
Let us end this.
Time to die. 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components. No refunds and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods? I am 1B. Reinitializing complete. That goes against my primary behavior programming. All items must be... Market conditions all set to 0. All prices now set to base cost value. Do you have any interest in my goods?
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them. It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him...
Donos Emeragith, Wanarako. Dawacho Simu Poendo Rakawa, Ichirenumo, Domabe want to Susintu Karata, to Esfrectonatada be Mabarchokto, in Wamagro. Loka Kamaran and Doso ran with no chabi, in Wamagro. May.
Malampro tarawanji kasa samcha para watasha. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita. Chone murlera. Tonkinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tancha nik mau mungachinor ta imbre wanachiki. Drumba bambua. Kontichan munka. Kavadu. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayai. Ton. Mungachinor ta imbre wanachiki. Drumba bambua. Kontichan munka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata. Mungachinor ta imbre wanachiki. Drumba bambua. Kontichan munka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamadura. The one.
What do you... The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people were it not for Revan's strength. Only Revan. I'm sure. I'm not a... Now... You fought... What did you... Is that so? Ever consider what the Sith would have been nothing more than a border skirmish against the might of my clan? We would have brought a new age of strength and expansion to the Republic. With the wealth of the core world, look around you. Look at what your precious victory has brought you. I ask you this, is the galaxy better off for the Republic's victory? I suppose now... I am Mandalore, leader of... But I'm now...
This room is reserved off. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
There's got to be something you need, something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got... Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I want to talk to you about. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quix-only crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
Quix-only crystals are from an earlier age. Some of the first Jedi found them on a planet whose sun was dying. At the time, they were matchless in power. The star went nova millennia ago. They are as rare and as valuable as she suggests.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One... Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied... It's a small universe. I don't really care about the trouble that's behind you or ahead of you. We have exactly one thing we can talk about. Starport visas. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you. I am not going to tell you what I'm using it for. Considering what I'm willing to pay... Many Jedi have...
Quix-only...
I see that... Do you have a...
I thought it was you. I served in the... I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi. That's the first good news. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain... I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report. But days before I was planning to leave, they started... After the Jedi Civil War, the Republic was weak, and the cost to the Jedi Order was staggering. This entire region is unstable, and the entire Republic government could collapse. If Onderon secedes, other worlds may follow, and that can't be allowed to happen. Trade between this eventually. And Dagon Gent. Because he was with me. It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the... We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
The information I have is vital. Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more cost... Helping if...
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What... Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor. But he is. I'd much...
Tawini Malre. Krachi. Jonso. Nogachi, Norta, Imbree, Sotami, Pratanga, no me vide tota Rojawana. Deshunko, Jova, Ninja, Chimba, Paxi, Treduchut. We don't sacrate, Rotota, the Jalavara Kunza, Kuriko, Asatoe.
Pasa suyo, we. Karanta.
Purnacha ni sopa maranga do risa vota. Gowana me. Sucha tola bache ka. Dochi no mazrunta. Kavadumpe masuraku popa. Krach, mizoto minaka de sama krama krach vituto. Bakaraze zon mama. Potaka shibintano. Vereka chocha heremba. Soboram. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya. Tache morosa kata upo botenya goju chopicha. Wemtaba ni sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishi. Jubadosa jibacha. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya. Upo botenya goju chopicha. Wemtaba ni kavadum.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still paying very well for it. Because it's... Don't worry what I... You won't...
Wisomogo dosi sheba dente school bram tabanin sochu. Da come just mak mi Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanim aurata wakabadumpa mo wendido chokerembi norte.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still... Because... I really... Let's just say... That's all I...
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have him watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
You're that swoop biker, right? My friend says you should go pro.
Back again, Off-Worlder? We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the Starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. No way. What? Stay out of...
Captain. We have...
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack... No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't...
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you in. You've gone too far.
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now and... Sacrifices are inevitable. The time of patience is over. Let's show them our resolve with force.
He's right!
Get arms! Kill the royalists! They're arming. We need backup. We could use your assistance. Try to disable them. If the mob grows, many more will die. Thank you, Offworlder. We may have to hold them.
Kill!
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
I told you. I told you before.
Have any work that needs to be done?
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skill.
Some of those alien thugs had a go at you, right?
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skill.
Back again, Off-World?
So, you're back.
I'm Captain Galisi, Off-World. If you want to pass here, I'll need to see your starport visa. Everything seems in order. There are reports of Republic smugglers arming dissidents in the city. There are 2 types of starport visas. The type you have is an individual visa, good for just you and any pre-registered staff and family that accompany you. The Office of Immigration also issued open visas. Because of the Republic attacks, General Vaklu just announced that the Office of Immigration has been shut down. There have been a lot of edicts since the Republic launched an unprovoked attack on our space forces. No one can get starport visas anymore.
General Vaklu was an underground resistance leader.
Fair winds to you, Off-Worlder. The winds still taste of misfortune, then. I am a beast rider. I have flown great distances gathering the animals you see here. We keep hoping that Ithorians or Telosians get through the Space Force's searches so that we can sell them. Our people have been here for centuries in ancient times, but our ancestors, but now, many beasts, no one is. Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate. They have been kept in their cages for.
Beasts can be sensitive to the currents within cities and people, and such things are discovered.
Perhaps it is the city itself. Isis has fought. These beasts, but the Republic. We have stopped. Calm.
What? Run! The bomber is out of control!
say, I have heard stories, but I assumed that not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. The beasts grow more agitated by the day, as you've... Please keep them. It salves the...
Back again off. Actually, the politics of stay out of.
It disgusts me how many soldiers in other commands are willing to put aside this.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we can talk.
I told you.
Greetings, Master. 1B-AD was built and programmed by Tolos the Trader. 1B-AD was built to buy droid components for below base cost value. That goes again.
Heard of any good finds?
A lot of credits to be made around here.
Have any work that needs to be done?
Tonoranga Manakan. Tonoranga Manakan. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chat in Wamago.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm.
Good to see you again. What do you want? Dagon Gent didn't do it. Because it's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. I'm afraid we were taking great pains not to wish.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
The information I have is... Thank you, but this is a personal starport visa. It is keyed to you and you alone. My mission requires the most extreme caution. I'm taking a great risk. What?
Do you have a visa yet? I really can't. Let's just say that's what. Many Jedi.
Quick, Sonya, quick.
I see. Don't worry, I am not. It's.
Tu needs. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita. Dahupa bosa. Entomesh mi paju. Watamin.
Do you have a visa yet?
Good to see you. Really? I've been looking. I don't understand.
Do you have a... I had... So what if they do? You'll have what you want. Don't be stupid. I'll pay you more than anybody. Or if you want those items, there's no way you'd get them from anywhere else. You won't find... Do you have a visa? I had faith you'd get hold of one. So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick. Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know.
Some of those alien thugs had a go at you, right? I don't want to cross you.
Yes.
Have any work that needs to be done?
This terminal isn't for off-worlder. I suggest... Didn't I make myself clear? Didn't I make myself clear?
Yes. Have you...
I told you before, off.
Queen Talia is a smart and capable ruler. Times before the...
I'm going to have to... I heard a lot of bodies were found over in the Western Square. The gangs must be at war now.
You have returned! My stuff... General Vaclu is...
Like an old...
Of course! Oh, everything...
Back again off. But that's an air tower. A Drexel is. Nah, someone else. It protect for. They learn about fit by the citizen. Sir, they stay out of.
You're cleared to go.
Captain, you're back.
Yeah, what do you want?
The Republic has spies. I'm just going to try and stay out. The merchant. Queen Talia is a... The Republic has spies and operatives that are causing havoc in our city. If they can...
I can't believe the Republic assaulted our... General Vaklu is royal.
I think Vaklu's using Republic spies as an excuse to intimidate anybody that would oppose him.
Didn't I make myself clear? Leave the term.
General Vaklu.
Yeah, what do you want? The Republic were open only. I'm not now.
I told you before, Off-World. This. There's no chance. There's no chance of that, Off.
Have any work that needs to be done?
Greetings. Certainly, 1B8. Sorry, my memory banks have no information on that. Sorry, my memory... Certainly, 1B8D was built and programmed by Tolos the Traitor. 1B8D was built to... Isis is the only city on the planet Onderon. All other information on this subject has been purged by Tolos to direct more power to primary functions. 1B8D sells droid components and droids. Currently there are...
Heard of any good finds? Heard of any good finds? Tonoran da Manaka. Mama want. Febko Imariam Gawa. Mama want to susintu Mukarata.
Kubotenia go Jutopitra, when Tabani Sosu, Naratoga Proton Lalashishi, Uratosa Jibacha, Matakmansa, Tokosha Nachito.
This room is reserved. I suggest you leave the room, off-worlder. I've got all the This room is reserved. Huh. You're flaming right, I do. The night she made the great flight, she ripped Dagon apart. Not literally, but we could hear her laying into him over here. We got a good laugh at it. Dagon was so mad he was sputtering. Then he stormed off. Best entertainment we had that night. The only good thing about that Sulio is she had a good tongue on her. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Need Tawancha Morichiwa Da Hupa Bosa Kurata Montachi Ta Cometa Kablaia Jone Mulera Tonkinge Bano Jansa Kavadumpa Munsuru Kuplalia.
Are you satisfied with your payment for the visa? I can exchange it. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. That's all I want to talk. Many Jedi have fought on this.
Quicksonic, the star went.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh?
Good to see. What do you want to know? Dagon Gent did. Because it's quite simple. We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
The information I have is vital.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm. Foul business, that is. Like most nights. She did? Oh no, by the 4 moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Celia was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit, their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Look at camera and in one.
Tu Nita Tawancha Morichiwa Da Upa Bo Sakurata Go Jujutu Yoki Hiata Yamba Wad Hunta Chiwita Tawancha Morichiwa Mufalawa ni Bobo Wish Ichawa te crossi wisho toda si e krimba chok windindo Kavadumpa munsu
This room is That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. You might have even bought some. I know his fate. This room... She's a beast rider, like...
Are you satisfied with your... I really can't be any... Let's just... That's all.
Good to see you again. What do you want? Dagon Gent didn't do it because he was... It's... I...
Welcome back. Foul...
Greetings, Master. Entity Bahima unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be... Thank you for your...
Kif in the cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Now, what did you order? I'll just guess.
Oh, need some. Da hupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoke hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora tayaita.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora tayaita ta bosananansata.
Welcome back. My deck... Foul... If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Off-Worlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? And I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's going to be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not going to say any more. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one. Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. It just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink. No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free. She's dead now. Not like finding whoever did it will bring her back. I deal with death all the time. We all end up like her eventually. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's fault. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a Master there, I think I know who it is. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure. The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him. Have you found the encrypted holodisks yet? I won't be able... I doubt that the Kell is smart enough to realize how valuable those disks are. So it doesn't need to be done. Have you found the encrypted holodisk?
Heard of any good finds?
Stay out of trouble.
Greetings, Master.
Tonoranda Manaka. Bomababe want to susi to Mukarata. To Esfrectonatada.
Tu needs a
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave. You? And just how do you intend to do that? It isn't for sale. I warned you off.
What do you want?
Needs Taco John Gavadu.
Have you found the... Great, go in there. With these, I'll check. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter. If things go bad... Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. That clue is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls the general has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malak during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. No, I survived the war. If only just. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore. Even an old friend. I'm not sure how well placed your faith is. I feared you would harbor dark feelings because of our treatment of you. You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada. Every Jedi that went with him was lost, corrupted, and as dark as their master. And then there was you. Many thought you were a spy, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me.
Get them, men, and watch your aim. Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
I must return to the palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of him. I won't let Kavar escape.
For the sake of subtlety, I suggest we avoid using grenades and any other weapons that may injure civilians in this battle.
I'll tell Dagon Gent to get good luck. I'll tell good.
Punta chiwita nika ki Kreia na chawanga kon.
Who wants to die first?
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on? What? Why? That makes no sense. Command hasn't issued any alerts. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been getting bolder recently. You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the comm blackout, I'd check with Command. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
Not all the military is after us. Still, Vaklu can throw a whole army at us. I think we've outworn our welcome over here. We should head over to the spaceport before General Vaklu invents some charges against us. Then we'd be in real trouble.
I told you before.
You know what to do. Let's do it! Get him! The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean?
Fallen. This shall not stop us for long.
Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot. We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway. I don't have it in me. It's a matter of self-interest. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we'd fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.
head out into the jungle. Stay alert.
If you've got some time, I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few moments to spare for your work. I would like to know what he is doing here, though.
He helps me out with repairs. That isn't a problem, is it?
I suppose not. Perhaps in working on my circuitry, your assistant will learn something about how a fully functional droid is constructed.
Just ignore him and let's get to work.
I would appreciate that. Our group has little in the way of time to spare, and I would not want to delay.
Right. Let's get you open. See what you can do. I have to say, you are put together quite well. There wasn't much to do.
As I told you, my design is streamlined and efficient, though I am pleased that you were able to make some improvements, and this was not just a waste of my valuable time.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate into your construction.
I see. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your work.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war?
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor, the absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
You fought for no cause other than to spread suffering and pain to the people you conquered.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Fine by me.
Diagnostic. HK-47 activated. Running checks through primary systems. Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment. I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude. Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar. Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task. Answer. If by okay you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no, I am not okay. Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication. Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason, that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading. Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable. Statement. Master, I must inform you that your attempts at humor are wasted on a droid such as I. As I have expressed, I am unique. Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation. Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are in fact hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being. Recitation. Yes, as I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn holes through meat bags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term. Answer. No, Master. I said it again. Answer. Answer. Yes. As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several. Statement. You seem disposed to helping others, not harming them, as I have come to expect and anticipate from organic meatbags across the galaxy. Statement. Oh, Master, please, of course they are. Any time you inconvenience or jeopardize yourself for another, it is a vulnerability. In any event, I feel compelled to point out that your self-destructive path of pacifism and sacrifice will only lead to your doom. That may be a trifle melodramatic, but frankly, it is something that all Jedi should hear, and I have been rehearsing the speech for some time. Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master. Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you. Answer. Many organic meatbags find that question difficult to answer, Master, but I believe I can provide you with a satisfactory definition. Definition. Love is making a shot to the knees of a target 120 kilometers away using an Aerotech sniper rifle with a tri-light scope. Statement. This definition, I am told, is subject to interpretation. Obviously, love is a matter of odds. Not many meatbags could make such a shot, and strangely enough, not many meatbags would derive love from it. Yet for me, love is knowing your target, putting them in your targeting reticle, and together achieving a singular purpose against statistically long odds.
Something up?
All right, but I'm out of credits.
Something up?
Has there been any word of her?
None yet. I do not understand why she displays such disobedience.
You know why. She bears the face of her mother.
She shames us all.
She has always brought shame upon us. In terms of combat, she is the least among us. Her stance always had too much passion about it.
Perhaps it is better that our sister chose exile rather than having it forced upon her.
Ah, HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe this ship has been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.